Hello again. Today we will talk about the esports potential Roller Champions has and what we can expect from Ubisoft. Now I know Zyber has already made a video about the topic, but in my eyes it lacked quite a lot of information. This is why I will be adding some points in this video. I will link his video in the description. Make sure to watch that as well. I'm not going to repeat Zyber's and Justin's points. So what exactly makes a good esports title? A game needs a lot of factors to become competitively viable in the industry. A very important factor is how fun is the game to watch. A game will never become a good esport if no one wants to watch it. Ubisoft won't receive any money from sponsors and other revenue sources like selling merch or Twitch donations. Without these revenue sources, Ubisoft really doesn't have any reason to host any Roller Champions tournaments with high prize pools. A thing that makes a lot of games unfun to watch are boring metas or bad balancing. I don't think Roller Champion will have either of those. The game looks incredibly fun to play, and it looks hard to have a boring meta. It is certainly not impossible though. Maybe it will be really hard to defend against attacks or vice versa. Roller Champions will definitely give us highlight plays, and this is something that is also very important to the success of a game. If we don't clip, we don't have grip. Terrible rhyme, let's ignore that. If we can't have amazing plays on Reddit or Twitter, a lot of people will lose interest in the game quickly. You can look at games like Rocket League or Rainbow Six Siege. These games are 5 years old, but the community is still finding new mechanics and strategies. It is looking like Roller Champions will have this capability. If we just glance over to some of the montages from the pre-alpha, there's really no way in telling in advance though. If we talk about balancing Roller Champions, it couldn't have been better. Like Rocket League, all players start with the same abilities. Everyone has an equal chance of winning. If we look at Overwatch, Blizzard did a terrible job at balancing this game, and as a result the hero Brigitte ruined an entire esports scene on her own. Roller Champions doesn't have this threat at all. As of right now, Ubisoft hasn't announced anything about skill trees or any type of character improvement, and it is highly unlikely that this will happen. The only balance issues I can think of is the difference between attack and defense. If attack is super easy compared to defending, or the other way around, the game will become less exciting. Ubisoft has confirmed that they will be adding new types of tackles that weren't there at the pre-alpha. I have faith that these tackles will be balanced, seeing how easy it was to attack. After all, both teams have the exact same kit, so it can never really be unbalanced. An esport is nothing without its audience. If Roller Champions wants to become a big esport, it needs to have millions of players. This all comes down to how they market Roller Champions. Ubisoft has already done a good job at marketing the game. They did a super early alpha and they got a decently sized community before the launch even happened. Ubi has always been very good at marketing their games. Pretty much all games they release get millions of sales. I trust them to do the same with Roller Champions. The game is fun enough to catch a lot of eyes early on. If we just look at the social media of Roller Champions, you can already see a lot of people begging for the game's release. Ubisoft has a gigantic budget behind them that allows them to even make TV commercials, just to sketch the possibilities here. Now, how capable is Ubisoft at organizing tournaments for their games? Ubisoft really only has Rainbow Six Siege as an esport, but if we just look at how well these tournaments looked, I am very excited about possible future Roller Champions events. Just look at these sceneries. Of course, we will have to wait for the pandemic to finally leave us alone, but this stuff is just too impressive to ignore. The most important moment to decide if Roller Champions will become the next big esport is the first month of release. A bad launch can completely kill a game. If the game is bad at release or it has major glitches, people will quit very quickly, especially when it's free, which brings in a lot more players at launch. Roller Champions will most likely not have any major glitches at launch because of the pre-alpha and the workshops that are currently happening. So we are in the green here as well. The game also needs functioning custom game and spectate features. Without these, it will be impossible to host events. Roller Champions has already shown us the spectator cam, and they have also shown that custom games are possible. On day 1 at E3, as a matter of fact. I'm glad they removed this drone with spectating though. Nice idea, worse execution. That's about everything, folks. Roller Champions was made by a great company with even greater intentions. The future of this game is shining bright, and I think the dev team is doing an amazing job. To say this game will be the next great esport, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, but what I do know is that it certainly has the potential. With the right marketing and development from Ubisoft and the help of this already amazing community, this game looks undeniably promising. I'm an aspiring esports player for this game, and I'm currently making early videos before the game's release. If you are interested in more of these talking/speculation videos, make sure to subscribe. You don't have to, but there is not a lot of content about Roller Champions right now, so you might as well. This was Saucy, thanks for watching.